For me, the fact that we have had this discussion and nobody's turned violent, not yet anyway, I think we've had a sensible discussion. We've had a spectrum of views. I don't think we necessarily have to agree with each other, but we can see that each of us has a point of view and has a right to have the point of view. I think that's the first step. And I'm glad that we've had this discussion. And I hope that there'll be a lot more of these discussions, not just in closed spaces, but online, in video form. Video is a very powerful thing because you're on vision, you're accountable. And when more and more people see that there are enough people willing to put their money where their mouth is and speak without fear, it will have a powerful effect on the rest of society. But it must have an impact on government too. And the impact on government is that they have to communicate a lot more. Not when they choose to, but because they have to. They owe it to Singaporeans to be a lot more open and willing to explain decisions. And I feel that in this case, that is one thing that they could have done, government could have done a lot more. Government, I'm including the Attorney General's office, I'm talking about the judiciary, whoever else is involved in this. Because when people don't have enough clarity about why certain decisions were made, there is a lot more room for distrust. And when there's distrust, there is a lot more room for unnecessary restraint. And unnecessary restraint leads to progress being retarded. And at the end of the day, there has to be dialogue on the basis of trust between the different parties in the state. And it cannot be a master-slave relationship. It can't be. We are partners, and we should be treated as partners. And then the trust will begin. And I think we can then start speaking openly without having to look over our shoulder or wonder if that's a sprinkler. Right? I hope the day will come when we don't need to keep guessing.